Armin says they don't have sound.
Wait, what? Seriously?
Well, that was a fun way to open the show. I'm just kidding. It was for the truck. I don't think he realized that one doesn't have sound.
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
Anyway, hi everybody. It's Saturday night. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about rainbow crystal chakra hippie bullshit tonight. So
wait,
happy belated birthday, ugly German truths.
I thought we were talking about crystal meth tonight. I prepared for crystal meth, okay? So we're not talking crystal meth?
I mean, you can talk about crystal meth.
Okay. This is why you got to be more clear about, what we're talking about, because I totally prepared for crystal meth. But we can talk about crystals too. That works as well.
I just realized that your little fail whale, I completely forgot to do your fail whale for you.
That's fine. Batch did it for me. does look nice, doesn't it? I love it.
Mm-hmm. Next week it should be the blue screen of death.
Ooh, that's an idea. Might have to get on it, or maybe you can do it.
Yeah, I just that was a bad week for me to do things.
Yeah, well, that's understandable. So we got another guest here that has not been said anything or brought up.
Well, I was just waiting for my time. Hi, everybody.
Which we may become part of the new, administration here. We're in talks right now. We're having to get in touch with her agent to make sure, everything's fine and on the up and up.
Oh my God. And moving on from that, no, Chris, we're not actually talking about crystal meth, the cave mines that you will find down here in Florida.
Oh yeah, that's true. And the pot's not working again. But the pot's.
It never does the first time.
The first time, okay.
I mean, sometimes we have to restart it. So.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Mr. Newson, Flu Feathers, Tony, Amy. Back to you. Tia Danish.
Back to you. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody.
Ugly German Truths.
Big huggles for everybody.
Oh.
Oh, congratulations. He got the offer to be permanently employed at a temp job. Yay! I know that feel.
Permanently employed at a temp job.
Yes.
That's.
It was like a lot of temp jobs can be temp to hire. So.
I gotcha.
Yep.
So we want to go ahead and jump into the crystal meth thing, the healing crystal videos.
I think we've already messed up our algorithm because the sidebar where it recommends videos to you has recommended a video that says "How do energized gemstones heal us from within?" Part 1.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's why whenever you do research like this, you get another side YouTube account.
Yeah.
That way, it doesn't affect your actual YouTube account.
Oh man, either that or I log out or use incognito mode.
That'll work too, yeah. But I usually just use my other sock account. One of my many sock accounts, but yeah, to do that with. Yeah, let's go ahead. Crystal Visions, full documentary about crystals. And
before you start that, I just saw something that's so bad it made me laugh. Are we able to screen share here?
Let me see if I can manage that real quick. I can hold on a second. I can do browser source, no display capture. I'll display cap. Yeah, I'll just screen cap this right here.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot just because it's so.
Ooh, Into the Void.
Okay, let me know if it works. If not, I'll just send you the photo.
It should be working right now because it's yeah.
Okay. A lot of these dudes writing women books. You guys just take a minute. When she stopped crying, Madeline composed herself before the mirror. Her skin looked blotchy. Her breasts, of which were normally proud, had withdrawn into themselves as if depressed.
I'm sorry. Beth did what again?
Her breasts what? That's
withdrew into themselves.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
What?
when did that become an option?
Wow. That's special. That's how does I'm trying to work out the logistics on this.
Oh my god, I didn't realize that your breast could deflate into your body when you're sad. My friend said when I'm scared, I can inflate them to make myself look bigger to predators.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh
Wouldn't that attract predators though?
No, you have to make yourself look bigger in order to like display dominance.
Yeah. Oh yeah, display dominance.
No, it would attract certain predators.
That, like I said, it would attract certain predators though. Exactly.
We German Jews said blowfish hooter.
Oh my
Oh god.
So your blowfish, do they actually have like nice little needles when they inflate?
Oh my god, that would be amazing. That's my self-defense mechanism.
Your breast will just enlarge drastically and needles will start to slide out.
That reminds me of there was an anime, I forgot her name right now, but she was on Queen's Blade. Was a slime girl who shot acid from her tits as a defense mechanism. Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing that happened in anime.
Of course it happened in anime.
That was like the second episode too. It's like what? Like what?
Oh.
Leave it to us to already be talking about boobs and everything and completely have forgotten the main topic.
I didn't forget the main topic, but I mean
crystal meth, right? Oh yeah.
Well, Amiga nuts.
Yes, the crystal meth lines of Florida.
I can't even explain. Retractable boobs, they deflate when you're depressed. This is why men shouldn't write women characters, like.
Yeah. So if the guy is depressed, is his balls shrink into himself? Is that what is that the logic he's going with?
They get scared and like retracted to his body.
There you go. And if he needs a defense mechanism, his balls just expand and like needles fly out of it. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
well, you know what?
If they just need transportation, they can just have them inflate like they did on South Park.
This makes a lot more sense to me now because it explains why I have small boobs. Must be the depression.
It's depression, yeah, that's all it is. Just like Vish, all you gotta do is cheer up, take some crystal meth, and
cheer up, inflatable boobs.
Yep, you'll get inflatable boobs.
It's from The Marriage Plot by Jeffrey Eugenides. So yeah, no, don't. No, we're not.
Man, so we're going to get into this anytime soon, or
I can't believe you're actually telling us we should stay on topic.
usually
That was a first. That was a
Usually-
first from you, Chrissy.
Oh, how the turntables.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Anyway,
So can we get back on topic?
Yes, I fucking can!
Yeah, good one, Tony.
Tony says yes.
Tony says yes, we can. Yes, we fucking can.
Okay, so what is this thing that this person is holding? How do you enunciate that word?
Kyanite shards, guidance from above, high quality communication. No wait, I guess kyanite shards,
Wait.
guidance from above, high quality communication, healing crystals.
Wait, so I can communicate with these crystals?
See, it's all in all caps, so it's yelling it. Apparently, you can communicate with healing crystals.
Now, do you communicate with the crystal, or can you communicate with other people who have other crystals like yours?
I don't know. Like I said,
Like, what form of communication is this?
all of my research was on crystal meth, and because I did a high amount of it, so I mean, no, I didn't do
Do stop narking on yourself.
It was for research purposes. The thing that our budget.
Can we get back on topic?
Our budget allows for a lot of crystal meth, apparently. So the doctor said the doctor said do it. Go ahead and do it. He said do it. Like fuck it, I'm not working here, so go ahead.
Anyway,
something you could truly look at for hours and hours. Breathe in that healing energy and breathe out all that doesn't serve you.
Ooh, baby! Incredible stuff.
oh my
Greetings,
god.
friends. Michael Parrish from CosmicCuts.com here with the honor and privilege to offer you these incredible kyanite shards. Really amazing. A wonderful crystal. Cleanses your chakras, cleanses your aura, promotes balance and harmony. It's an excellent stone for communication of all types as well. But we'll get into all that. It'll be amazing. You're used to seeing kyanite in that.
This guy looks like an expert on everything that's completely legitimate.
Yeah, and it looks like he's holding up a giant thing of crystal meth. But okay.
For some reason, I feel like he has a butt plug shaped shard somewhere in his house.
Yeah, somewhere or outside his house, or or outside his house, judged by where he is.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
he's like, you could stare at this for hours. Breathe in, breathe out things that don't serve you. So just breathe on rocks, I guess.
Breathe on rocks. That's good advice.
I mean, I was told that if you breathe on plants, it would help them grow, but breathing on rock? That's a new one for me. Now, does that work for diamonds as well? I'm asking for a friend.
You haven't seen our diamond room? You haven't seen our diamond room?
I thought that was the disco room.
Well,
Ew.
yeah.
Semantics.
Semantics. Yeah.
Gray color. Was it dark blue coloration like this? Indication of the highest quality in the world. But of course, you'll receive.
Why does he have his volume so loud that it covers up his voice? Makes it, hard for us to
But
hear him.
he's an expert.
I mean,
don't you get it? He's using his crystal to communicate.
he's doing a piss poor job of it then.
From CosmicCuts.com. Without further ado, take a closer look at one of the beauties you'll get your hands on. Incredible stuff.
Are you kidding me? Look at that beauty.
I mean, it is pretty.
Amazing, amazing stuff.
It's not amazing.
It's pretty, but it's not something I could stare at for hours on end. It's something I can look at for like a minute and then
Cleanse your aura.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. The stuff of all types of communication is going to help you with.
Wait a minute.
I don't. What? What type of communication is? Does he actually say anything, or does he just keep on going? Oh, types of communication you can do with this. It's just so
Watch
pretty.
these first.
Oh my.
So he's just gonna spout
Okay.
on. He's just gonna spout on the same stuff, like, oh, it's so pretty. Oh, I could look at this for hours. Oh, the communication you could do with these. That seems to be his argument.
Hey, you told me last week to torture you guys with something that was worse than Gina Marie and Gail
You have
Cortula.
succeeded. You have succeeded.
You definitely have succeeded. I've completely forgotten what I wanted to look at already, and it was actually pretty good.
The psyop is working.
Tentacles, just please take me already.
I say that every day of my life.
And with that in mind,
Communicating your truth. And
wow,
even
that's a lot of
communicating
communication.
with angels, celestial forces
That's like 6 communications.
from above, helping you make the right decisions in ways that the human mind can't do alone.
Hold up.
what?
Hold up. This dude, he might be communicating with rocks, but he needs to learn what freaking hand lotion is.
Yeah. Yeah, that skin is not looking. No, sweetie. You that. It looks like he chews on his fingertips as well. Fingernails, rather.
Maybe his guidance from above didn't guide him in the right way.
Yeah,
That's a point.
that's a point. I mean, I don't know if it's a good or a bad point, but it's a point.
Yeah. Hey, Greg.
Hey, Craig.
Oh, hey, Atifi, how are you doing today?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was doing some experiments in the clone room, and one of them got free, and he may have time travel technology, so just beware of that.
It was for science.
For science.
For science.
Amazing stuff. Kyanite, gemstone of alignment. Align your chakras.
This is the gemstone of alignment, so if I put that on my car, will it align my tires for me?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good thinking. That's
Yeah,
how
I
you do
guess.
science.
Isn't that how you do alignment normally anyway? Isn't the car mechanic just
Yeah, you
puts the
just put
crystal?
stones on your car and then you can drive down the road perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how my mechanic did it. He just put like rock on top of it in my car and put some in the tires. And wait, that was crystal meth, wasn't it?
Yes,
My
yes, it
mechanic.
was.
I was
That
wondering.
wasn't your mechanic.
I was wondering why he was fixing my car in that back alley. God damn it!
Thanks for dropping by, Craig. You can come on anytime you want, man.
Never.
Take care, Craig. Keep smiling.
Yeah, take care, Craig. Never trust mechanics that also sell drugs. It's just
Yeah, that's kind of yeah.
Oh my god.
Then again, that does sound like half of Florida.
yeah.
That's probably 2/3 of Florida, to be honest.
I was trying to be nice when I said half.
Align you with universal truth. Attention of joy, wisdom, and knowledge. Incredible stuff. And it's gonna get rid of your energy. Certainly.
I could have used that last week.
Look, man, we don't need to know about your bathroom habits.
It's funny how you should just automatically went there when I said that.
Uh-huh. That's because we know you a little better.
Why do you think we're sitting on the other side of the set?
Don't make me come over there.
Wait. You're not. Help you actualize your potential. Actualize your goals. Gonna provide balance, harmony, amazing stuff. Can't say enough about kyanite, especially these high quality pieces from Cosmic Cuts.
Obviously, he could say enough, but chose not to.
That entire thing, he didn't say anything. It
was just a bunch of word salads.
That wasn't even word salad.
You're right, it wasn't.
There wasn't
it's like
even enough
word
there.
croutons. It's just there for filler.
And this one it isn't even better. Here, you can read it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say that out loud because how.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that? Did somebody else? Okay, that was nothing. Anyway, sorry about that.
It's haunted.
I heard a sound and I was like, wait, what was that sound? Yeah, how to perform crystal healing. Let's see if this person.
Well, she'll clearly tell us because the last guy definitely didn't.
No, the last guy was very informative about what kyanite is. It's
and he had high quality versions of it.
Yeah, I don't even know what the website was. I'm not even gonna.
Tony Regime said that sound was him communicating with you via crystal.
That's probably it. I'm sorry. I don't do crystal communication. I only do rock communication. There's a difference. Okay.
I only do astral communication, so unless you can project your aura, I won't hear you.
The only thing I'll hear is not crystal meth, but cocaine, pure cut. Please. That's the only type of communication I do.
I just stick with dream communication. It's a lot easier. Just go to sleep and talk to people that way.
Oh yeah, you can always talk to people in your sleep. That's
yeah, it's the funnest way.
That's the thing that happens normally to people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Wait, you guys don't talk to people in your dreams? All right, play the video. Play the video.
Range in Wilmington, North Carolina, and I'm here to talk to you today about how to use crystals for healing and what you would do to perform crystal healing.
I just want to say, before she gets too far into her spiel, at least she has a globe in the background.
This is true.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, yeah.
I will at least give her that much credit.
That she's
before
not
I
a flat
quickly
earther.
take it all away.
At least she is not a flat earther. At least she hasn't, let her,
That's how low we've sunk. Like the bar's in hell at this point. No, she's not a flat earther.
Yeah.
Not even James Cameron is going to be able to rescue this.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude? I'm dating a first grader.
You say flat earther, and he appeared. God damn it, Nathan! Go the fuck away.
Bad Nathan.
What you'll need is to find yourself a reputable holistic practitioner. The best probable.
A reputable holistic practitioner.
So Arthur Dent.
See, there's her globe.
Oh, there's her globe. Yeah, she has a tiny globe back there. It's completely out of scale, though. I mean, that's not the scale. Well,
What is this? A globe for ants?
Exactly. No, not even ants. That's a globe for microorganisms. Like things beyond the quartz length. Plank length. God damn it. Not quartz. Up quartz, down quartz, whatever. That's below a town quartz.
A way to use crystals would be to work with the chakras, study the chakras a little bit,
quantum level,
and then choose your stones, whatever you.
Oh, I would love to massage my throat chakra. Thank you very much. What? Okay. That.
Yeah.
I figured that would get a laugh or something, but
well, it helps if I'm not muted when I laugh at you.
Yeah,
I was kind of muted during that time.
Go ahead.
Are drawn to, and
Not
you
like
would place them
K-Joke,
on your 7 chakras.
Okay.
With the appropriate colors, so the vibration of the color will match the vibration of the chakra that you're trying to aid. A lot of people will make a elixir, and they will take maybe sea salt or salt water from the ocean.
Okay, whatever you do, please do not drink sea salt or salt water.
Don't drink salt water.
Ever. Don't ever drink salt water. That is not a smart idea. Do not make any elixirs, and we here at Bunker 33 do not endorse anybody to do that.
Yep, purify the salt water first, then drink it.
The only thing you should be using rock salt for is like margaritas.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That's been sitting in the sunshine, you would let your stone marinate in the water for maybe 24 hours, preferably during a full moon.
Okay, so marinate your stones in water for 24 hours under a full.
I was literally just about to ask, how do you marinate a stone?
Yeah, how do you? Oh God, my brain is that brain leaking out of my nose? Go back
just
in there,
a little out. It's the left side. Yeah, you still have a little bit dribbling on your left side.
Go back in there. Back. Stay in there. Okay.
And let the water absorb some of the essence from the gemstone. And then maybe once or twice a day, you would put a couple of drops on your tongue.
And yes, Ugly German Truths, my cursor is Hello Kitty. Just clearing that out. Yes, my cursor is a Hello Kitty cursor.
A lot of people will use them really for medicinal purposes with different gemstones, and you can get more serious about it and add different herbs and flower essence and bring about different vibrations and different feelings that you'll project out.
I know how to get vibrations without having to do any of that.
Yes.
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
a wonderful store that you can go and visit. They have a large selection of things that vibrate for you.
Yeah, it's called Adam and Eve. called Adam and Eve.
Yes, yeah, you can even go to online, adamandeve.com.
Yeah, and get all kinds of good vibrations from that store. Yeah. So we're
Support
back
your
at Jade
local
Eggs.
businesses.
So we're back at Jade Eggs, apparently.
Yes, apparently.
There's another type of egg you can get from baddragon.com or naughty. Is it Bad Dragon or Naughty
Oh
Dragon?
Lord!
Oh no. Let's leave Bad Dragon out of this.
They're not. They're definitely not Jade Eggs, but they work. They're really good eggs.
And moving on.
Drinking them. If you're going to use gemstones and rocks, you must believe. And I think that's the major part of it. And then do your homework and see what the ancients have told us for years, that the different properties, the different healing properties that gemstones have. So you can tune into that and tap into that. I say do your research and see what you're drawn to.
Do your
Always
research.
do your research.
Do your research.
Always.
Do your research.
You know what I love about crystals is they won't work unless you believe in them, whereas science works whether you believe in it or not.
Yeah. Because the rules of gravity still apply, don't they? Because if I just stop believing in gravity, it just stops, right?
Well, unless you're Wile E. Coyote, then once you realize
Yeah.
that you're in midair, then you'll fall.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh boy.
And take it from there. And that's how you perform crystal healing.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
how
that
you
was
perform
informative.
crystal healing. That's how you I hope all of the rest of these are as informative as that was, because that taught me a lot about crystal healing. Just you marinate your rocks for 24 hours under the full moon, then you put them on undefinable parts of your body while you lay down. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Profit?
Yeah, but my question is, what happens if it's not exactly a full moon? Like, what happens if you accidentally put it out the day before the full moon? Does it only have like half of effectiveness, or will it hurt you?
Oh, that'll definitely do something.
Yeah, stuff.
Stuff and things. It will do stuff
Lori.
and things. Things and stuff. Stuff and things. Stuff your things and your stuff. I don't know. What am I doing tonight? I don't know
how we're going to handle all of this education. Christopher, this is the most I've made you laugh in a very long time.
Yes.
I think you broke me, Fish. I think you broke me.
Oh my god.
I can't stop laughing.
Fish, you were supposed to ask for permission before breaking Christmas.
Oh shit.
I'm still making payments.
This is my superpower.
Oh god.
Breathe, sweetie.
Oh god. Oh. Okay.
You told me to torture you. Laughter like this is torture after a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm good.
Juju hasn't heard my most evil laugh yet, but we'll save that for later.
Perfect timing.
Okay, restarting. Okay. Realigning chakras.
Chakras realigning.
Where it all began, Shiva Lingen. Let's find out what she has to say about healing crystals.
Hi, welcome. Today we're going to talk about Shiva Lingams. It's a very special stone for us here at the Center for Creating and Gems by Celestial Dancer. It is the stone that started.
Center for Creating. What?
A celestial dancer? That sounds like something from a video game.
Can you rewind that? What was the name?
And Gems by
Oh my
Celestial
God.
Dancer.
What?
It is
A little bit longer than that. Okay. I just rewind it all the way.
Ooh.
Hi, welcome. Today we're going to talk about Shiva Lingams. It's a very special stone for us here at the Center for Creating and Gems by Celestial Dancer.
Center for
The Center
Creating New Gems by Celestial Dancer.
Did she say Gem Spice Celestial Dancer?
I don't think she said that. I think she said Gems by Celestial Dancer.
Oh, gems by. Okay. People, diction is important.
Yes, diction is very important. This is very, very important. Diction is very important. See?
It's going to be Gem Spice now.
Gem Spice. Yeah. Gem Spice.
By my heart.
It is the stone which started this whole business.
Could it end your business too, please?
When people come to me and ask me what is a stone for creativity, what is a stone for fertility, and there is a distinction between the two, fertility and giving birth to ideas. There's a fertility to giving actual physical birth. But it is about tapping into the Kundalini energy to give form.
The Kundalini, what?
Anyone else thinking it's kind of funny that she keeps playing with all of these egg-shaped rocks while talking about fertility?
Let's just remind the audience that we're not birds. We don't need to swallow rocks to help us digest things or to give birth.
And we don't need to shove rocks in various orifices to help us do things
Empower
either.
them.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to shove a rock inside your, the JJ for fun, go ahead. Just make sure, you can fish it out later, because you don't want to end up on the list this year.
Make sure you don't have any cracks or anything like that.
I mean, the only good thing rocks really do for us is you can crush them up and snort them. Oh wait, I'm thinking about crystal meth again.
Yes. Wrong rock.
Wrong rock. Sorry. Or you can smoke them too. Yeah, that's you can smoke them too. Or you can crush them up, make them into powder, and snort it. And God damn it, I keep on thinking about crystal meth.
To give manifestation to that which we desire. We are blessed with many people coming back, either in person or with pictures, showing us the manifestation of the creative energy of the Shiva. So if anybody has a desire,
and that rock is perfectly shaped to go
to tap into
That's
their
what I was
creative
saying.
juices.
Like, that's not an egg shape anymore. That's a completely different
Damn.
shape.
If you can take that, you are a trooper.
That's a very specific niche on Pornhub, you guys.
Yeah, that's a very specific niche.
Also,
Another physical form.
You guys smell that?
Vanilla. It's always vanilla.
It smells like platypus.
Yeah.
Platypus.
There's like.
I'm tired. Can you hear me?
We can hear.
Hey, there's a beaver. I was wondering where that vanilla essence smell came from.
This is exactly.
I got candles too, but
He arrived right when we were talking about Yanni eggs.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't. Oh.
You're in for a treat now.
Similar to where the vanilla comes from, or is it?
They're
Unless the eggs go where the vanilla comes from, yes.
Lady parts.
Wait, are we talking about the ones that you put up?
Mm-hmm.
I've ovipositing.
Well, it's to help with fertility.
It's to help with fetish. It's called ovipositing.
I'm fucking crying.
What you trying to knew what that was or what?
No, I did. I'm just like,
A little
okay,
mixture of
literally.
both.
I saw a weird fucking. I don't remember what it was. I saw a thing where they were trying to guess they had a dominatrix that was guessing fetishes based on really like random. I think it was YouTube, but like people would come up and say like try to give like really like as little hinting as possible, and the dominatrix would guess because she's done everything basically. She gets paid to do that. She would guess what your fetish was. And she actually guessed the ovipositing one. She's like, I can't believe you guessed that. She's like, I've met you people before.
Yep.
They
Also,
end up with, and one of the big things is alien. Like, it's not just about it's a big thing about being deposited by aliens is actually part of the fetish for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's also a really, really like prolific sub niche of hentai.
Yeah, so they make these like water-based like gelatin like eggs, and then they have this like people have different things, but basically it's a horse penis that looks like an alien tip. And then they squeeze them out, like, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody, where we started out talking about inflatable boobs, and we're now discussing.
Listen, you were the one that brought up ovipositing the second I entered the room, so you brought this upon yourself. And yes, this is why I named myself Brainy Beaver. I know an absurdly large amount of stupid shit. That's why I was able to say ovipositing. I don't know, and I remembered it because who the fuck is gonna forget that lesson in life? Like, really? You're like, wow. Just like hot sauce. Go look up Urban Dictionary hot sauce. I will not say what it is on.
No.
You can look it up yourself. Hot sauce.
I will not do that.
Do it right now. Everybody do it and just be disgusted.
Is that kind of like an Alabama Hot Pocket?
I mean, it depends on how much of the certain STD you have in Alabama. Just go look it up, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
He looked it up, so you can hear it. Because I got guided to that one day. I was like, wow, that's
guided. Yeah, right. That was on your.
I can't remember what I saw. I saw something that said hot sauce. No, somebody said hot sauce, and I was making a video, and I'm like, there's got to be an Urban Dictionary entry for that, and that's what I got. So I was like, well, I'm not going to use that one.
In fact, he is still on the inflatable boobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to never be off hot sauce now.
So there I was, barbecue sauce on my titties.
Should have been hot like a hout sauce, though. Smelled like hout sauce. Like, you know, I don't know. That's my opinion. Hout sauce. Like, that's some hot sauce if you read the description, boy.
It's so hot right now.
And Surf is right. We did bring the beaver on. This is all our fault. Yeah.
That is very true.
They reached out to me. They reached out to me, and then they brought up ovipositing when I came in. So, I mean, like, you can thank other people for what's just occurred.
They challenged me last week to torture them worse than Gina Marie Colvin and Gail Cord Schuler, and I think I'm doing a pretty damn good job.
Yes, you absolutely are.
My computer that helped defeat COVID is now helping defeat the blockchain, and I made 40 cents American today, guys. Everybody cheer me on, please.
Wow.
It's running the electric bill. That's all that matters.
I also used my computer to defeat COVID, so.
That was my one-handed golf clap for you.
There you go. Now, the idea is that I'm only making about 80 cents American a day mining what I'm mining, but that's at today's price. So if it like quadruples, because a lot of things do, the next thing you know, I'm making, 5 years from now, I was making $4 a day, but I was making them 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. So, it's one of those things.
So
I have an extra computer, an extra card, and I thought you should be doing something other than just looking pretty. So now it's working for me. I put it to work,
Yeah, that's right. I need to find something to do with mine now that it's not folding constantly. So,
I mean, I wanted to mine Ether, but unless you have a 6 gigabyte card, like I do in my computer, but I'm not putting this software anywhere near my main PC. It's on. Like, you can fucking stay the hell away from this PC. So yeah. So there's that. Like this card in this computer could probably. I did the math. There's websites. This computer could probably, if it joined a pool, I could probably make about $11 a day, which really, if you think about it, ain't too shabby. That's American. So I mean, I got to add 30% to that. I could basically make about $13 or $14 a day after electrical costs if I let this computer mine when I wasn't using it. That would pay for the graphics card in a month and a half. Now, there's a kicker to that, though. I mean, you'd have to run. I mean, fuck that. This computer is my gateway to my YouTube. It does, this is where I run my business out of. No. I can get a different computer for that. So I've got a 1050 running it, but they've only got 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the DAG files are too big on the Ether and Bitcoin now to run on a 4 gigabyte card. So what I'm actually doing is I'm mining Raven coin, which actually, believe it or not, even though I've never, ever, 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 ever heard of this goddamn coin, has a market. They're worth 5 cents a coin, American, and you can sell them for Bitcoin on Binance. And there's like millions of dollars of trading volume a day. So I'm like, well, there's buyers for it. So I don't give a fuck what it's called. It could be called shitcoin. If somebody is willing to buy that coin from me in exchange for a little bit of like bit change, like Bitcoin change, then I'll start amassing Bitcoin change and just stuff it in that wallet until one day maybe I'll have a Bitcoin.
One hold it.
But it means it goes up. Like here's the thing, like that same 5 cent. Like you got to remember, it's worth 5 cents now. So, but Bitcoin was also $4,000 a year ago, and now it's 50,000 American. So and that was 4,000 Canadian. It's 50,000 American. So, but like. So you look at that right there. Well, let's say I had $100, a measly, like, because in a year I'll mine something like $300 worth of this shit. So let's say I had $300 that's sitting there. Well, all of a sudden, 10 years later, it's worth like $5,000 just because of somebody said it's worth something. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having a passive money generator for the future.
Yeah.
So, speaking of money generators, we're going to talk about this chick who's not generating money because she's selling massive egg rocks.
Well, that's just it. Is I think she might be actually making money because she's still.
I was just about to say, I wouldn't hold her back, man. She's probably making money. I mean, it's usually the shittiest people are making the most money. That's the fact.
Now, I will say one more thing in addition to all of this with the fertility and everything. Anyone else think that that's kind of dangerous to have it that pointy? The clear one next to the tiny triangle.
I mean, unless it goes all the way through your cervix, which in that case, you got bigger problems.
I don't know if I'm looking at the right image here. Like, what is, oh my God, the sharp one?
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Oh, that one.
Wait. What are we supposed to do? Okay,
no.
Supposed to do with that thing? Is it on the pyramid?
One to the left.
Next to her boot, Chrismer.
Yeah, right there.
Okay, wait, so this is an insertion tool?
That
like,
one
what's
just
going
looks
on
like it's a little too dangerous.
Wow.
What are you? Okay, I have missed part of the story. Where is this thing supposed to be?
Okay.
We were smoking crystal meth.
Is this actually one of the items being posited, if you will?
Okay, so no, Brainy, what she was talking about was these stones and how they can help heal you and everything, and she was including fertility in that. So we're all kind of making jokes. Yeah, that she.
Well, listen, the small pyramid is clearly a butt plug. And the tall one is for party time.
Be a butt plug tapered at the end.
But the big one is actually like the biggest shit in the world off that South Park episode with
there was
5.5 Keurig.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
It turns out Bono was actually the biggest piece of shit in the world. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep.
There was a punishment back in I forgot. It's back in the Dark Ages, where they would lower you butt first onto a giant pyramid, which would slowly split you open.
Yeah, there was
part of the
Inquisition. Yeah, that was a Spanish Inquisition thing.
Yeah, it was.
They're like, here, hold some wood for me. We're just gonna lower you down.
They would.
Tommy, down another inch, please. We got a centimeter to go.
Yeah, they would just push you down on it with more weights until you. Anyway, let's resume the video.
Yes, what a lovely light it was.
Or another business, artwork. Shiva Lingam is your friend. Thank you.
Okay.
So since it was over, but here's the thing. If we're just gonna touch on medieval torture, that bull was absolutely terrifying. Can you imagine dying in that bull? Holy shit!
Oh God!
It doesn't even exist because we just know it existed because there's tapestries and artwork that show them burning the king in it and then destroying it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one
He-
where they put you inside the giant bull,
Yeah, he
which
put
is
you
made
inside
of
it.
iron.
Yeah, and
Story
wasn't
goes
it
that
the
he
same
killed the guy
guy?
who made it. Even the guy
Yeah,
who
I was
made
gonna
it for him.
say
He
threw
said
him in
he,
there.
well, he told him what happened. The way the story goes. Now, this is the parts that will ever never know truthfully if this is a real story or if it was part of lore. But we do believe that the general device existed. There's lots of evidence it did, including pictures and paintings, and well, not paintings. But
Tony Regime Brainy says that the bull was ancient Greek or from.
was it
Yeah.
Greek? Okay.
Yeah,
No,
it was
it was
Greek.
Greek.
Oh Jesus! So the way the story goes is the guy finished this bull, this torture device where you're supposed to light it. It's bronze, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
then you
bronze.
light a fire
Yeah.
under it, and it's hollow though, and you put that person in
Yep.
it. And then the thing is, there was 2 air holes in it, but they're the nostrils on the bull. And so when people are dying and burning alive in it and searing their skin, I guess they naturally go to the light, which comes through those 2 little holes, and they try to breathe through them. But the action of breathing is it's shaped like a horn. So
Yep.
while they're breathing, it would go.
Yep.
It would start like making like bull
Everything.
noises
Yeah.
while the person died in the thing. So the way the story goes is he explained to the king how it would work, and the king told him to get in it and show him. He wanted to hear the noises. And he closed the fucking thing and lit a fire under it and heard how it actually sounds when he burns somebody alive in it. I don't know why people would ever do that to somebody who did something good. Like you keep him. You wait till he fucks up a hoof next time. Then you're like, boy,
My favorite-
you've seen movies.
My favorite torture story has to do with Goemon. I don't know if you've ever heard of Goemon.
Yes.
He was basically he was an assassin that went after Oda Nobunaga, and he was caught. And they invented this like really quick, and they boiled him alive while.
Oh my
he was-
God, that's not an invention. That's just soup.
Well, yeah, but no.
Yeah.
The thing is, the reason I say they invented it is because
Yeah,
that's how the whole Goemon pot, which is a type of dish that they serve in Japan, was invented. Even though Goemon was a hero, considered a hero, they still made a dish named after him, where you boil the meat alive right in front of the person.
It
The Japanese
sounds like
are weird.
monkey brain. Sounds like monkey brain stew. There's a lot of reasons why we.
And, yeah,
It's a real goddamn thing they used to do. I don't even want to explain
Yeah.
it. It's terrifying.
yeah, it is.
Strap the monkey in live and cut its head off. Everybody slurp some brains.
But no,
Fucking
he was
gross. Like
he
human
was
beings
forced-
can do that kind of. How could you even do that
Oh.
to an animal? It sounds.
They-
Human beings have been
But-
doing horrible things to animals for a very long time.
Oh, no, I'm a
But with
hunter.
animals,
I'm a
it's up to
hunter.
human.
I've shot animals. I've shot
Oh,
lots of
that's-
animals. It's just that's my goal when I pull the trigger is to try to get the cleanest shot I possibly can, so that I cause the least amount of pain to that animal. The
Yeah.
last
Got
thing I
one
want
kill.
is an animal. Well,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of animals don't die immediately. They go a little ways because they adrenaline's a
Oh
bitch.
yeah.
But I've had quite a few successful shots where I pulled the trigger and the thing just stopped existing. Like literally, the one dropped so fast, I was like, "What the fuck just happened? Did I hallucinate a deer?" Because I pulled the trigger and I looked up from my gun and the deer was gone, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So finally, of course, you trudge your ass out there finally, and what had happened is it literally just dropped into a little pocket in the ground, and it just I couldn't see it through the terrain, right? But it just stopped because I hit it right in the heart. That was it. It just ended, which I was so happy about that. That's my favorite kill because I just don't like seeing something suffer. Why would I ever want that for another creature? I don't want that for
Yeah.
me or anybody I care about.
yeah.
So if I'm gonna have to kill something to eat, which I do, I'm not a vegetarian. I eat meat. So whether a cow dies in a butcher place, or in a factory farm or something, or I kill it in the wild, something's got to die for my meal. So I just want to make sure it's clean and respectful. I definitely don't hover over it and do that whole Gaia thing afterwards, but I have respect.
Place some rocks around it, make sure the
No,
crystals
I
heal
put-
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I had to cut a deer's
those little,
throat
like,
one time, and I
crystals
had a
and
moment
stuff.
with that deer after. I sat with it. Out of respect. I was like, I was upset. I was upset that I didn't give it a proper. To this day, it bugs me. It bothers me to this day that I did not give that deer the best send off it could have had, and it just it's
Oh, so you didn't put crystals around its body to make sure its chakras were clean before it died.
as it's
right?
gasping for air. Here, this will help. This will help. I've got the fucking amethyst.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus. Anyway, let's get off
Speaking
that
of
topic. It's too
amethyst.
morbid. Fuck. Morbid topics. Sorry. ADHD will take me anywhere. Just watch. Oh my god.
Gong gong.
Pretty cool though.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's
sound.
sad.
That's pretty sound.
I can feel my chakras being realigned.
I just taste copper.
Weed. That's my own fault though.
Gifts of the sacred feminine.
What?
I have nothing.
What is that even supposed to mean? That sounds like something from Glober Mom's videos.
Oh god.
Yeah, Glober Mom's word salads of the day.
Jinju, both? Both, I'm guessing.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude? I'm dating a first grader.
Oh my god, that was perfectly timed.
Oops.
This is where he's about to break out into a sick cover of 2112 by Rush.
Oh, please. Don't get my hopes up like
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
William Shatner, you suck, my dude.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
It's just so relaxing.
Blah 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 blah.
We're having way too much fun with this simple video.
Yes, we are.
Fuck it up. Don't give a shit anymore.
Oh my god.
Well, I feel relaxed and realigned and, clear.
I feel like I need a cup of coffee.
Yeah, how much coffee did you make, Beav? You got any to share?
Oh.
I guess the singing bowls put him to sleep.
Are you talking about me?
Right? Yeah. Fish was talking to you.
What about me?
I said, how much coffee did you make?
Oh, fuck. I live on it. It's like a slow feed into my veins. My wife usually asks me to stop having coffee so I don't die. Like, my eyes been twitching for a week. I looked up what the remedies to it are, and it said like more sleep and less coffee. And I was like, well, I guess that this is permanent then. Like, there's nothing that can be done.
It's like when Fry drank too much Slurm and he started to like glow.
Or
well, there's the episode where he drinks 100 coffees and he moves faster than the speed of light.
Yeah,
it's like 300 coffees.
It's so funny too because it's the moment the building bursts into flames, and this whole episode you're like, what has it been counting to? It's like it's like rumbling as he's lifting his shaking as he lifts the 300th cup to his, and it goes as it touches the lips, the freaking number rolls over at the same time as like the building bursts into flames, and all of a sudden time just stops.
That was
he's
like
no,
the
you also
episode.
He brings the cup
came
down and
behind him.
we realized that everybody stopped moving, right? Like,
Yep. He's moving so fast.
and then he just brings everybody out of the place and blows the fire off of people's arms, and like they just all of a sudden like appear outside. They're like, "What just happened?" He's just moving. So transcends time. I love it.
Let us know when you're to that point.
So we just know
when
that
I'm at that point,
100
that's most days. Go ahead, sorry.
So all we know is we found out is that just need 100 cups of coffee to turn into Superman or the Flash. Yeah, the Flash. That would be more like the Flash power. Not
Quicksilver.
Flash is faster than Quicksilver.
I don't care.
That's been proven. They had an intergalactic race to figure that out.
I don't care.
Oh, apparently I lost my Shelly is fabulous sound. Rick, what happened there?
It's funny because Quicksilver actually cheated to try to win, and he still lost. And he still lost.
Care.
Bish, the more you resist, the more they push. Just listen.
No, because I don't care.
But
next video.
Yeah,
Okay.
nice video. Oh, there's a marble there. I like marbles.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bong Wong.
It's the Earth.
Wait, it said for digest. Wait.
Don't eat rocks, people.
Don't eat rocks. Don't eat rocks. Don't eat rocks.
See, it says place it on your stomach, not in your stomach.
Yeah,
okay?
on, not in.
The results. Okay.
I'll tell you what other type of crystal.
Instantly.
I'll tell you what other type of crystal instantly fills you with joy and happiness. We've got a room. It's called the Crystal Meth Room. I mean, that's
Dude,
on my prep.
Wait, Chrismer, this crystal inflates your boobs.
Oh, that's what. Oh,
So that's what this one is.
so
Okay.
it's going full circle already, huh?
Yeah.
So, where can I find this one?
Where can I find citrine again? I need that. I need that in my life. So all I gotta do is wear it on a necklace, and okay.
It just, I guess.
Okay, how is that connected? Like, is your stomach connected to your happiness somehow? Like,
Well, if I have tummy troubles, I don't feel happy, so.
Yeah, but if I have headaches, I also don't feel well, so.
y'all trying to bring logic.
Okay, so if it's healing the inflammation in your digestive tract, does that mean it's like inflating your boobs with what was inflaming your digestive tract?
There you go. That's.
Is this how you get to shoot acid out of your boobs?
That's logical to me. I
Yep,
can
that's
accept
completely
that.
logical. I can accept
Fun.
that.
Science.
I can. Yep.
Science. Science. Yeah, so did the last one.
All three of them.
Yeah, all three of them so far have the same effect. Oh, excuse me. Burp. At least they have good music behind it. So it solves daddy issues then? Is that what it's saying? It solves daddy issues? Because I know a certain girl that needs one of them then for a friend. For a friend.
Old, hidden, unsolved emotional issues. That's doing a lot of heavy lifting, I think.
Yeah. Old
Things
and
therapists don't want you to know.
God. But it also heals.
So it'll make you poop.
It'll make you poop. It looks like poop and it'll make you poop.
Well, if your poop is black, you got some problems.
Yeah.
If your poop is black, it means that you got blood in there usually.
Kelly's been fabulous.
Well, I feel like I've learned something.
Yeah, totally. I've totally learned something there.
Yeah.
William Shatner, you suck, my dude.
Well, we gotta add some entertainment. That was just a lot of music. The only other thing too is you might want to be careful with things like that because you get they don't always use music that's free. Well, they might.
We're not even
Sometimes they'll
monetized at this point, dude. We got 100 subscribers. It's like,
Fair enough. But just so you know, in the future, when you do want to go get monetized, if you have a lot of copyright claimed videos, you're gonna have to delete them, or cut out the copyright parts because they don't like channels that have a lot of copyright claims.
yeah, we've appealed to quite a few of them just because it was bot related. It wasn't like someone actually.
No, if you have a legit fair use claim, like I peeled one the other day. I used the Gorilla Glue hair surgery the other day.
Yeah,
and that's TMZ's footage, and they claimed my video. Well, I counterclaimed them because I used only one 30-second concurrent chunk of the video without. And then literally that's the bulk of all I used of their multi-minute, like 5, 7, 8 minute video. I used 30 seconds in entirety for complete critique. I've changed the size of the image and put it inside my own window. Like I've altered it. And like things like, questions they need to technically be able to answer yes to in order to claim it's copyright and not fair use was, does it replace the original? Like for instance, would you be able to go to my video and it would completely replace the need to go to theirs? I fucking doubt it. I'd barely show anything.
Well, we had one.
There's all these rules.
We had one copyright strike so far from a Japanese agency, and it was for our inauguration video. So we didn't use anything but actual.
It wasn't their footage. So
yeah.
Well, and the only thing is that
they dropped it like immediately, and I was like, "Yes, suck it."
Yeah.
Well, of course. And then the other thing is, I've had them do that before, where it wasn't their footage either, and they just use the same footage of somebody else's in their video, and then they claim it. I'm like, fucking eat balls. That's fraudulent right there, boy. You didn't even look. I'm like, you didn't even look before you click the claim button. They dropped it like it's like you use the word fraudulent, and it's like drop.
Yep. That was exactly what happened to us.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's fraudulent. I'm like, you can't even do that. I'm like, that means that one of your guys literally clicked claim without even fucking clicking the link to see what I even used.
Yeah.
Like that's not even allowed. That's illegal. When you do that, you're making a legal process. Anyways, all I did is so I claimed it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's nothing stopping TMZ from saying fuck you and striking me. I would have to eat the strike because otherwise my alternative would be to sue them.
Yeah, nobody wants to do that.
And you're never gonna do that. So you have to eat the strike if that happened. Now they're not supposed to do that, and most of them won't, but some people will, and then you'd be required to sue them in order for the stripe to drop. I can't quite, but it's along those lines. It'd have to become very legal.
Yeah, I have a ton of copyright claims on my own videos, but I just play games. I only have 100
claims. They don't. Most people will claim. They don't give a fuck to strike because they just want the ad revenue. Now, where they will strike you sometimes is if you try to counter them, and they believe that they have a right to it, so they can just uphold the claim, or they can choose to strike you and be nasty about it. I mean, they can choose to strike you right off the bat and be nasty about it. But they usually will claim and I would too, because let's face it, unless you're actually replacing my content in a way where I don't need to go to you. Somebody doesn't need to go to my channel. Like if you've taken my video outright, I'd probably like, that'd be. I mean, I don't care who it is. That's not really the way it's supposed to work. You can't just repost somebody's content.
Yeah.
So, without critiquing or commenting or doing anything transformative at all, you can't just repost it. So all I'm getting at is at the very least, that's a claimable offense at the minimum.
Well, mine are mainly because I played some music that might not have been mine. Well,
music companies don't give a fuck. They just want the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so this last video that I got, I picked it because it's literally a dude lying under some rainbow lights.
And we got 2 videos that Arduin posted, so we might get to those.
Arduin. I never watch Arduin. Is he crystals?
No, not Arduin. Arduin.
Oh, Arduin, sorry. I know this Arduin guy.
No. Arduin is one of our people that he runs he produces the
I recognize the name, so there you go.
Yeah, Arduin is absolutely awesome if you get the chance.
Arduin's fucking Arduin asshole. Who's this son of a bitch? I'm just kidding.
Definitely not Arwin though.
No, not Arwin. Arduin. It's different.
Arwin. Poor Arwin.
Poor Arwin. I heard he was on Mr. Sensible's was it last night or 2 nights ago? Something like that.
Yeah, getting roasted.
Yeah. Anyway, crystal and light healing for 46 seconds. Nice.
So Kurt is here in Knoxville, Tennessee at Yoga Haven and about to have the experience of Vogel crystal light therapy and what we call the multidimensional. So he's holding crystals in his hands. The multidimensional has to do with experiencing healing at all levels.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
It's the emotion, the spiritual. You see, the headset is to listen to the frequencies, the healing frequencies of sound, but then also getting to experience it in the body. So
people pay people for this.
Oh yes, an exorbitant amount of money.
Feel the vibration.
I got some Christmas lights if you guys want to hang out with me.
Yeah.
Fly under these rainbow lights and you'll be healed.
I know.
That reminds me of JP Spears. He plays these. God, she's cute. Isn't that an actress? Don't I recognize her from something? What am I looking at here? Who the hell is that? She looks like an actress or something.
Don't know.
It's got to be an ad, right?
No, it's the video. It's the next one.
He looks just like an actress on a movie.
Dead water.
Yeah, dead water.
Okay.
Dead water.
I have seen people try to take on water and slash at it and everything like that. But how do you kill water?
Stab the fuck out of it, boy.
You just gotta keep on
That's
stabbing.
what I'm saying.
You just gotta keep on stabbing. Just
Yeah, but didn't that entire army die?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah, they did.
They just kept stabbing and slashing, and they still died. The water still killed them.
Yeah, that happens whenever you're underwater. Yeah.
I was gonna say that happens when your lungs fill up, Buck.
When you're underwater long enough, that happens.
It was so funny to me because you said that you're like, yeah, well, you're fucking. I was like, thank you. Which I knew we were all thinking the same thing. It's like, no, it's just so funny. It's ridiculous.
Remember, folks, dihydrogen monoxide has killed 100% of humans on the planet.
Okay, so for the record, the other day I was trying to figure out. I was like, dihydrogen monoxide. I was really tired. I'm like, I know somebody's trying to fool me here, and I'm like, dihydrogen monoxide, and then finally it kicked in. I'm like, you fucking idiot.
No, there was someone went to a college campus to sign a petition to ban dihydrogen monoxide because it has killed 100% of people that have died at one point in their lives had consumed dihydrogen monoxide.
We'll use nitrogen, and people. I'm sorry for people out there because we'll use a bottle of compressed nitrogen, a big old bottle to spray something out. And of course, all they hear is us using pressure, spraying with pressure, and then they get a bit of dust in the air, maybe or something. And next thing you know, everybody start claiming in a building that they're having headaches because of chemicals that we've released. And they're like,
Oh,
Nixie, they're
wow.
like, what are you releasing? What are you releasing? And they were like, just some nitrogen. They're like, is that noxious? What is this? What is
Really?
nitrogen? It's like, well, you're breathing like 70 something percent nitrogen right now while we're talking.
Yeah.
You know, you were breathing
71
in
or
your
something.
office before I showed up too. So I think you're going to be okay myself.
Yeah.
But I thought we breathed oxygen.
Yeah, we breathe oxygen. It's like,
Is it air?
Yeah, like 20%.
20%.
You don't breathe
yeah.
oxygen. You breathe air. Exactly. That's what.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
what they teach in
oxygen
scuba
is
20%
diving.
oxygen in our
24.
air, and it's like 71% nitrogen.
Yeah.
You need
And it's
oxygen.
like-
you don't breathe oxygen. You breathe
Yeah.
air. If you
Yeah,
don't get
It's
the
a
right
handful of
cocktail
other
air,
things, and then trace amounts of other things.
it's 70.
Argon,
It's basically
xenon,
like
krypton,
it's 70. Yeah, but it's basically
helium.
the basic. If you really want to break it down, it's very simple. It's like 78% nitrogen or 76% nitrogen. That's what 76% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 3% other. Other is everything else. It's all of it. Chlorine, fucking argon, fucking xenon, acetylene, like any gas you want to, any chemical that
Helium.
can stay. Yeah, anything that can stay naturally bonded that won't be whatever its base chemical
Xenon is still my favorite.
it'll
Xenon's my favorite.
become ozone, like all those. That's the other
ozone
3%. So basically, you're breathing 3/4 nitrogen, 1/4 oxygen. Essentially, is
Not
if you
even
really want to break.
1/4. Not even
Yeah,
one
not
quarter.
even 1/4. That's
Just
one
so
third.
you don't need the.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's 21%. So it's 20%. It's 21% literally. So
1/5.
it's closer to a quarter. And the nitrogen is
Quarter,
76%. So you're literally 3/4. So it's pretty much, if you really want to just break it down to a base, it's 3/4 nitrogen to 1/4 oxygen. You do not need the other. The other could be removed. Those are toxins. So all that
Sounds
3%
like we need
other is not
crystals.
required.
Yeah,
So in other words, what you could do is you could have a tank that has 70. You could have a tank if you were trying to make the air. You could have a tank that was 77%, 78% nitrogen, and then put like 22% oxygen, and you'd be fine. But if you start getting above 25% oxygen, you're gonna start getting drunk. Really drunk. Anyways, sorry. I know that because of I'm for fuck's sakes. I'm Red Seal Refrigeration. Like, gases and stuff is like, that's, confined spaces. You need to know how much oxygen is supposed to be in there, because if it's the wrong number and you go in, it doesn't take very long. Like, till you don't come back.
I love noble elements because how non-reactive they are. Like xenon, radon. Let me see.
I just love it when a story starts with they opened this hatch and the guy crawled in, and I'm always like, before they fucking make it 2 fucking sentences words forward from that, I'm like, and the guy fucking went unconscious. And then it's like, and then suddenly he collapsed. It's like, carbon dioxide sinks, you assholes.
Yeah.
So if you open a hatch at the bottom of a ship that doesn't have any airflow, that whole hatch is not oxygen.
Yeah.
The whole thing is going to be carbon dioxide and what other heavy element, because oxygen's lighter and it goes up.
Yeah.
So then you just end up with this big pocket of not air. And he's like, it feels good when it's going in. Yeah, it's only going to take about 30 seconds though.
If you really want to learn about that kind of stuff, you can play a game called Oxygen Not Included.
Oh, that's the best game in the world. I won finally the other day. Have you made liquid hydrogen, liquid oxygen? And that is the hardest thing ever to do.
I haven't played much of it really. I haven't really gotten
So the
into
end
it that
game
much.
to win, you have to get to the point where you not only don't die from the always constantly building up carbon dioxide and losing oxygen, but you have to get to the point where to win, you have to escape through the rift, and you have to get to the last step of rocket engines, and it's liquid hydrogen, and you have to use liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen. Well, that is the epic. That is the point. That is like the epicosity point of the game, because it's so you have to, everything has to be made of porcelain. You have to make vacuum chamber compartments around, for instance, the liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen have to sit with a vacuum around them. You have to pull that vacuum around them, because if they don't have a vacuum around them, the heat from the surrounding area will just boil off the liquid you're making before you can ever make enough liquid. Okay. And so, and while you're pumping it to the fucking rocket to fuel it, you have to make a loop. because at the same time it's trying to boil in the pipes. So you have to make sure it goes back to the tank and like joins the rest of the liquid oxygen. So it's all temperature regulation and everything. And if it goes wrong, all that happens is all the pipes start exploding. Your rocket never gets fueled, and shit's haywire.
You learned about a lot of stuff in that game. You learned about a lot.
That game is impressive. But don't get me talking about that game. Let's fucking keep moving. In fact,
yeah. Like I said, I haven't really played much of it. I've watched a lot of people play it though, and it does look.
It's an addiction. It's absolutely, because if I say one thing, it's this. It's that the whole game is holy shit. Holy shit is what drives the game. Is that like you think everything's going great? Like basically, if you think you're doing great for food, you should start producing more food, because you won't be. You think you're doing okay, and like oxygen, you're like, yeah, oxygen's good. And then what'll happen is all of a sudden you'll see your guys, like you've been busy concentrating on this new like mining area for a new resource you're trying to get to make something, or you're building like I take volcanoes and use the energy to build sour gas boilers. So you take the oil and you boil it, you send it up and you boil it into sour gas. You drop it, you use the heat from a volcano, and then you use that to boil sour gas. And then you make it so the sour gas drops, because as it cools, it drops. So the warm sour gas goes up, and the cool sour gas drops. So as it drops, it actually drops onto a cold plate at the bottom, which I have a whole bunch of cooling systems running, and then it flashes it into liquid methane. But the liquid methane only has a flash point that's like 1 degree variance. So the second it flashes to liquid methane, it can't stay as liquid methane anymore, and it wants to immediately turn into gaseous methane. So
there's a really good comment in the side chat. Tony
it just flashes the gaseous methane. You get like 10 times the amount because of the way you do that. And so it's a physics game. It's like, if you like physics, that game will make you jerk off. That's all I'm saying.
Tony Regime said, I had someone tell me that margarine is only one molecule different than plastic, and I had to remind him that water is only a couple of molecules different than sulfuric acid.
I used to say that same thing about or about like, was it? The cheese one. Fucking, the fake cheese. That cheese in a can.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say salt, because if you divide salt into its two base components, they're both lethal to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. Sodium and chlorine.
But
they
sodium chloride is delicious.
Yeah, of course. We all love it, which is where hypertension problems come from. But
before we go back, speaking of the salt, we got water. What is dead water? I'm actually really interested in trying to figure this out.
It because I'm very
confused. Do and not just give us another BS kind of like word salad thing. So let's hit play.
She can't be wrong if she's that cute, guys.
Hello! I would like you to meet my new favorite thing, this beautiful magic wand from Vitajewel. This magic wand has a very real special power, and that is...
Say what her name is.
What?
Anywhere. Is there a description that says what her name is? What's the channel?
Bridget Mueller.
Bridget Mueller.
Okay, that bitch, I've seen her before. Hold on. You let me see the name so I can spell it. Scroll down again real quick.
That's a very interesting wand.
Bridget Mueller. Okay, you can move on. So keep going. I'll do my own.
Dead water to living water.
Oh, damn.
Let me explain to you. Water is a crazy thing that scientists still don't even fully understand, but they know that it holds information and that it holds memory. Water actually retains memory. If you were to look at the molecular structure of...
No, it doesn't.
It does not hold memory.
There's no... How can it hold memory?
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Well, this chick is making money. So good for her, because she's got her own website.
Let me see. 2,000 subscribers.
She's pitching Bitcoin. There's links there to join Coinbase, which of course that'll be an affiliate link in the background. So she'll get $10 for every person that clicks on it, or that goes and joins Coinbase, and like
this literally she's just hawking stuff based on homeopathy.
She's hawking anything. That's why she's got Coinbase on there. That's fucking ridiculous. She's like, you can fucking buy Bitcoin. She doesn't care if you buy Bitcoin. She just wants you to click that fucking link.
Yeah.
Of water in its purest form. So it is just fallen down as clean rainwater. It's in a beautiful stream, and you take that water, you look at the molecules under a microscope. They have this beautiful hexagonal hexagon-like structure. But for most of us, especially people living in big cities, by the time the water gets to your home from its original source, it has gone through tons of dirty, rusty pipes. It's been filtered and filtered again, and chlorine and chemicals are added to it. A lot of these pipes it's going through are at right angles, like angles that you don't normally see in nature. So that's not what water is used to doing. Water is used to...
He's saying that angles are bad. What the
Yeah, she's saying angles are bad.
It goes at a right angle, which you don't find in nature. Bitch, we find right angles in nature all the fucking time. That's what crystals fucking are.
Maybe she'll get into actual crystal stuff in a minute.
Flowing. So it goes through all of these crazy things and it's picking up information and it's remembering that process. And by the time it gets to your house, if you were to look at the molecules under a microscope, they're just like, and you can look this up, just Google water molecules, fresh water versus...
Tell us to do the research.
Do your research, people. Do your research.
Sorry, Vish, I didn't mean to. You and I had the same thought.
How old TB do you think?
I'm
not trying to like suss her out so I can fucking stalk her. I know I said she was cute. It's more of a IMDb thing because there is a Bridget Muller on IMDb, but I'm trying to figure out how old this chick would be.
But she was talking about you can't find bright corners in nature, but bismuth exists.
Bismuth, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know any. That's some sharp cornered little stone.
Yeah. Bismuth is all
and repeating pattern.
And if you
there might have been lots of Bridget Mullers over the years. There's an accent on one too. It's spelled almost identical, but there's an accent on the U.
Like if you actually look up bismuth, and you prepare it just right, it gives this beautiful rainbow. It's just it's a pretty stone. I mean, I've seen some people make lovely, what would you call it? Crystal lattice structures using it, and it's pretty. It's just pretty though. It doesn't do anything. It's pretty. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. It's just a pretty rock. It's not gonna heal your chakras or realign your back or something. I don't know.
Household water.
I did my own
what this beautiful
research.
wand does is it's filled with gemstones. The one that I have is emerald and clear quartz. And when submerged in water for at least 7 minutes, like so, it actually physically restructures.
Wait, did she put? It already has water in it, and she put what?
Dude, it's a double-ended butt plug wand.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying earlier. I said it was very uniquely shaped.
Dude, okay, listen, everybody, just type her name in Bridget Muller into Google and hit images. She has more fucking selfies in the world. Holy shit. It's just selfie city. There's pages. So she's like an Instagrammer. She does everything, it looks like. Instagram and Pinterest and Facebook and
make sure it's all
BridgetMuller.com.
Yeah, she does have a lot of
selfies. Holy shit.
I'm actually gonna
I'm gonna go take some of these and jerk off to them.
All right.
Sorry, where were you actually going with that, or was that it?
Just all the selfies. She takes all the selfies.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's all selfies. Yeah, it's crazy.
So I just want to hear her talk a bunch of crap.
Fine, I see how it is.
And you're left with this beautiful, smooth, thick water that is supposed to be very similar, if not identical, to that of spring water. And this is scientifically proven that the water molecules change. However, scientists still don't understand really why or how, but they know that it does. So what I notice when I drink gemstone water is it just feels different. To me, it tastes the same. Some people say it tastes different, but I guess it depends what water you're starting with. But it feels thick and it feels smooth. And when I first noticed that, I thought, okay.
Really?
You know what else is thick and smooth?
Placebo effect. It's probably just me. I don't know if this is real, but I had my sister try it, and she thought the same thing. And so then I gave my sister a taste test. I gave her 1 glass of regular filtered water using 0 water, and then 1 glass of that same water, but it had been charged in here for a while. She knew it right away, and I had no doubt. I knew she was going to know right away because to me it's just so obvious. And so I have another sister, and you can watch what happened. Okay.
This one feels thicker.
Yes, that's the one.
Whoa, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
I am betting.
That didn't seem fucking set up at all.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I was trying.
Whatsoever.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Walk up to a fucking stranger and do that same goddamn test. Let's do this.
Yeah, really.
By the way, a stranger, walk up to a stranger and just say, drink this fucking water. see how far the rest of that conversation goes anyways, I guess. But hey, listen, Bridget here was in the middle of her world tour right now. That's why in June 29, 2020, Vishanti, I sent you that. That's why that shot was from inside the back of a vehicle, I bet.
Probably.
Well, I just found an article sent to Vishanti. They got like hired to go around the planet and shit for like 8 months, and this should have been when they left in January. And it's for 8 months for a dating app.
God.
To paid by what is it? But which company
Bumble.
is it? The Bumble. Something.
Yeah.
Bumble. Anyways, they got her and some fairly Asian-looking lady. I mean, that's what the image looks like. Anyways, I was in the article.
A fairly Asian-looking lady.
I mean, that's the best description I can give. I don't know where. That would maybe be South Korean. What do you think, Vishanti? I have no clue. Doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Racist. I knew it. Scott Brainy. Brainy's a racist. Just
Brainy's
like that.
racist.
Elvis Phillips just said on Twitter today or yesterday.
Oh, yeah. And Boomer has a...
Got all ass hurt about me pointing out Uni's an idiot.
Boomer has a great point. A friend in the backseat is a sound sample group. I find that giving samples to my brother in the back seat is all the research I need. I mean, yeah. If I
when we're talking about giving samples, is it like some sort of cuckold thing, or what are we talking? How far does this?
Whoa!
How far does this? you know,
like smoking something or whatever. But all right.
Bottom line, not gonna happen.
Go ahead.
No, not gonna happen.
Agree
So
that
let's
drinking
find out
water
more
that's
about
like
this
pure
thick
stream
water.
water is going to be more beneficial than water that is dead.
Thick
But
water.
the actual benefits, I think, have been harder for scientists to prove. People claim that it's healing in all different ways. It gives you more energy. It can help clear up certain ailments. I don't know exactly what.
I know one rock that gives me a lot more energy.
Okay.
I found that out during my research this week.
All I know is I'm always talking about my thick water. Just, you know. Sorry. You guys got me tired.
The main difference that I notice is I feel like it's actually hydrating me. Because before I started drinking gem water, I would drink so much water throughout the day. By the time I go to sleep, I'm still thirsty. So I put 1 or 2 full glasses of water.
Oh, you thirsty girl. You got that right. You are thirsty.
Next to my bed, wake up during the night, drink pee, and finish that water by the time I woke up. What I've been
What did you just say? Drink pee?
Yeah, you like unpause at the right spot there.
Drink pee.
Like I'm trying to. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. No, you don't want to listen to allegedly Dave. His life is not good. If it goes out of your body, you don't put it back in. If something comes out of your body, do not put it back in.
Listen, we're gonna have to discuss it. There's got to be asterisks to this, or else the bedroom's getting awfully boring. Okay.
I see Brainy has bought a couple of those eggs that we saw earlier.
Oh my god! That's so. What happens? Do they liquefy after? I don't want to know. You know what? Just keep going.
been noticing is since I've been drinking gem water, I will go to sleep with water and I wake up and the glass is still pretty full because I only had a couple sips before I went to sleep and I didn't feel the need to drink it throughout the night. That tells me that I'm actually finally hydrating myself, whereas this dead water before was kind of just going right through my system.
You know there's something called a psychosomatic response, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. And if you're sleeping well, you shouldn't be waking up anyways.
there is something called a psychosomatic response where you can condition yourself to believe something is happening when it isn't happening. I mean, that's you
There's
can
men that can lactate. It's ridiculous, but it can
Yeah.
happen because they're like, I'm pregnant. Boom, lactation.
Men
they're like,
can have
okay.
men can actually have miscarriages if they're because it happens
Okay,
to a
I
lot
need
of
to
trans
have
men.
an explanation on how okay, so is it like a really big shit at that point? Like what form does this one take? I actually haven't heard that one.
Hormonal. It's a hormonal thing.
It's like, hold on, baby. I'll be out in a few hours.
No, it's not a physical reaction, it's a emotional reaction, not physical. As in you
That
have
is so weird to me.
you can have the complete emotional aspect of having a miscarriage, basically. It's your body receiving too much estrogen at one time.
Are we talking about like a miscarriage of justice, or are we talking? Because that's that's okay to be upset about that.
I mean, you can.
I'm kidding. If you're a miscarriage, I'm fucking joking.
It's it's.
Did you see the fucking who
mainly
was it? It
trans
was
thing.
Jim Jeffries. He talked about making a joke about. He talked about getting. I watched him live too. He talked about getting kicked. Like what was it? He left stage early because he said he was. Everybody's laughing. He made a joke about a miscarriage, and of course, there's this woman in the front. He's just crying. I was just like, "You asshole!" And it like stopped the whole show. And he said, and then she like goes and leaves, like runs out crying or whatever. And the husband stands up and he's like, we had a miscarriage a couple months ago. We were trying to get out or whatever. Sorry for ruining the show. Everybody are just, distracting. He goes to leave. And I guess it's just quiet. And he said he was standing there and he's like, well, I hear when they don't bring them in a full term, they get to keep their figure. And he said, out of the darkness, because all the women were crying in the audience and everything from the interaction. And he said, out of the darkness, all he saw was fucking bottles just start coming. And he's like, have a good night, everybody. And fucking walks off stage. So it's a pretty lowbrow joke. But of course, you know how comedy is. Some people's idea of a joke and other people's idea of a joke in different places.
Punch up. That's the number one rule of comedy.
Punch up. Yep. Well, wait. Is that punching down though? I don't know what people see. Everybody has a different idea of what. I don't know what you mean by punch up because everybody has a different idea of what up and down are.
Well, punching up means people who are not of a lower social or political class or social or financial class than you. Like, if you're just making fun of homeless people, that's fucking shitty. Like,
punch up. I see. You mean punch up? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. People in power. Talk about people who are in charge of things rather than people who are getting shat on by their bosses. But
of course, something like abortion. I mean, if you're the kind of comedian that's into that kind of that's going to make that kind of joke, when is that ever going to be a serious joke? So, I mean, he's just, he's just like, and I don't think anybody thought he was serious either. It's just that what happened is I think it was just such an emotionally charged moment. And then he made that because, his instinct is to play off it. So he's like, right here, they get to keep their figure. And he said, just all he saw was bottles in the light, the limelight. And he started just ducking him. He's like, have a good night. And he said it's the only time he's ever walked off stage or early on a show. Anyways, keep moving the show along. This chick says some crazy stuff, but I swear to God, there's an actress she looks just like, and I'm gonna ask my wife because I'm trying to figure out the name.
There's a site you can go to. It basically most people use it just to see what actors they look like, but I'm guessing you could probably use one of her selfies to see who she looks like. That might help. It's like celebrity lookalikes or something like that. Is what it's.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing you could probably use one of her selfies to see. I mean, if you're really that curious, you just upload a picture and it tells you, what facial features they resemble.
Nah, my wife has no clue. I'm crazy then, I guess.
Anyway,
that's all the proof that I need. So I've now been using this water. I've been giving it to my cat. I've been watering my plants with it. I just feel really good about it. There are so many studies about water, documentaries that are just amazing. If you look into it, you will learn so much. And I think you'll be really concerned maybe about the water that you're drinking. So that's why I bought this. Now, I want you to know, first of all, this video is not sponsored. I bought this gemstone vial myself. It was $124. It was a splurge for me. And I know that's a lot of money. I know a lot of people cannot swing that. Yes, I'm here to show you the magic of this thing, but really what I want to get across is how important water is and how there are ways to make sure that we're drinking the best quality. So what you can do, you can buy just gemstones on your own. Buy 1 quartz crystal, make sure that it's clean, put it in your glass, and then charge up water that way. I haven't done it that way on my own, but I don't see any reason why it wouldn't work. And the other thing you can do is literally talk to your water. I don't know if you've heard of the scientist.
Oh my god.
Talk to water.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. No, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Talk to your water.
She must be smoking meth in order to, yeah.
No, she's got all her
Talk to
teeth.
water.
She's not on meth.
She's got all the teeth.
Good point. Good point.
Dr. Masaru Emoto. He was a Japanese scientist who did the most incredible experiments with water, looking at the molecular structure of water and how it changes when it's exposed to different types of music. So like rock music versus classical music, or different words. So there are positive words, negative words. It is just fascinating to see how the molecular structure of water changes when exposed to these things. It's crazy. So please look it up. These are real actual studies. And if you think about it, everything carries vibration. Sound carries vibration. Thought carries vibration. So he even exposed water to a group of people who were thinking certain thoughts.
Okay,
So like
she's
words like
saying-
love or words like hate, and seeing the difference that that made in the water is incredible. So if you're not able to buy one of these vials, if you don't have access to gems, you really can just speak to your water. And I know that takes intention and it takes effort, but if you don't have access to these things, just talk to your water, think to your water, you know, send it beautiful thoughts, say thank you so much.
your water.
I'm now filling myself with
Think
this
to your water.
beautiful, clear liquid that's
Think to
cleansing
your
me.
water.
That kind of thing can really make a big impact. And to me, that kind of explains why positive self-talk is so powerful. Because if you think about it, our bodies are mostly water. So if water is responding to the vibrations of thought and
Yes, we are ugly bags of mostly water.
No, I'm just trying to figure this out. So if I get a glass of water from, say, like, I don't know, Detroit, and I just talk to it, it's going to be clean and everything, right?
No. You've got to think and talk to it. You've got
Oh,
to
think and talk to it, and then everything will be perfectly fine. Okay.
I
I'll just
imagine
make
we're
sure.
supposed to put it in a toaster. And
We're going to
something.
completely
Probably like goes well
obliterate. Yeah, we're going to completely obliterate all of the water filtration industry entirely, like Aquafina and all of them. Just
You just
go
gotta put
on.
rocks. Just put rocks in your sink. That's all you gotta do. Put rocks in your sink. That'll
Yeah,
fix
just put rocks in
everything.
your sinks, and everything is going to be perfectly fine and clean.
Yeah.
and spoken word, of course our bodies are going to respond to that too. It's all just food for thought. So VitaJewel, again, not sponsored. VitaJewel has these vials that are $124. They also have individual water bottles that come with little gem packs at the bottom. You'll see they have a bunch of different things. And if you wanted to go all out, this is just an IKEA carafe that I'm putting my water in. But they actually sell water dispensers if you want to spend another $300 or so where this vial fits perfectly into it, and it's made for that. Look into water, look into all of these experiments, and then just try it out on your own. I think you are going to be really amazed. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick. You can't get me, Thunder, because you're just fast.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm having too much fun.
Thanks for
Spent $124 on a crystal holding double-ended butt plug wand.
Hey, it could have been even worse, Fish. She could have sprinted for the $300 thing that only held it in place.
Okay.
Excuse me. The fuck did you just say?
She stole Christmas.
Okay,
cake.
bye.
Seriously, like, just...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So everybody, if you talk to your water and you think
to it.
to your water, then it'll taste thicker and smoother.
I'm not even gonna. Nope. I'm not going there. Nope.
No, that's too low of a hanging fruit.
Yeah.
But what are you guys reading comments and stuff? I missed something here.
No, just what she said. And with that, I hope everybody knows that thicker water apparently is better, and positivity and talking and all that to it. Yeah, fun.
This reminds me
gonna
of the
go ahead and
slime
head out?
experiment from Ghostbusters 2, where he's like, well, we
Yeah.
talked to it and said
Yeah.
nice positive things to it. And
yeah.
Yeah, but in their universe, ghosts actually did exist. So
true. That's true.
That's a different universe we're talking about. That's a TV universe. Well, a movie universe still.
It's true. This man has no dick.
Slightly off topic, not that I ever do anything differently. I laughed my ass off. Everybody's seen Ted 2, right?
No, I haven't seen Ted 2. I've seen the first one, but not Ted 2.
I want to play like 10 seconds of audio because this scene, I told my wife, I said, this makes me feel like us. It made me laugh my ass off because it was just, it's where he asks him, it's the lawyer, how's your financial situation?
What is your financial situation?
Well, all of our holdings are tied up in the railroads.
Yeah, Reading Railroad, Beano Railroad, Pennsylvania Railroad.
We're working on Short Line. I own Atlantic Avenue and Marvin Gardens.
And I own 4 houses on Baltic Ave. I was thinking about just tearing them down and building a hotel.
I won second prize in a beauty contest. That's $50 right there.
Are you guys just saying Monopoly stuff?
Tell you what, I'm going to go...
She said, what do you mean? Because we're broke? I'm like, isn't that how we live? Like, what's your financial system? It's like, oh, I'm tied up in the fucking railroads. Like, I got B&O. I got...
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I like relating to things, you know?
So,
keep the show going. It's your job to keep talking. I stop.
Well, we already had the inflatable boob conversation, so that's the only thing we
the
really
inflatable spiky boob conversation.
The spiky boob, yeah.
My kid ran off with my inflatable boobs, and my orphan red titties are off somewhere in the house. My boy was walking around. He's like, "Look at me, boom."
Yes, Professor Fun.
I'm making that up, by the way. He fucked off with the fake tits one day, and you know, it's like, oh, there they are, deflating slowly.
So, yeah, don't spend $120 on glass for crystals that make your water not taste different. Don't talk to your water. Won't do anything. Don't think at your water. It also will not do anything.
Penn and Teller did an... Remember back on when Penn and Teller was doing their show Bullshit?
Yeah.
They actually did an episode on healing crystals and how they're pretty much grifters, like all of them.
They're definitely grifters.
I mean, they don't do much harm to people when it comes to stuff like this, but they do well, they do some not physical
Keep
harm,
saying
but
doo
emotional
doo.
harm.
Stop saying doo doo.
Doo doo. Dodo. Doo dodo?
They're doing harm to people financially.
Financially, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
They harm people financially. That because the crystal stuff doesn't do anything, but you know, eats away at your wallet.
Well, actually, I will say one thing. I do think that they do harm in one certain way. She was saying that at one point in time it cures ailments.
Oh yeah, yep, you're right.
So
you're right.
the fact that she even said that very automatically means that she's harming people to me.
Yeah, you got a point there. You do have a point there. So that it hurts them financially and it hurts them emotionally because you will be hurt emotionally if you have like a cold or something and you start drinking water thinking it'll cure you. At the most, you'll get a placebo effect. At worst, it won't do a goddamn thing. You'll just suffer through the cold normally. Or if you have COVID-19 and suddenly decide, oh hey, these crystals are going to cure that. No, Karen, it won't. It won't. It's better you go to a doctor for that, not crystals.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why I say they actually do hurt people.
Yeah.
Like, imagine somebody going, well, if you just talk to your tumors and think at your tumors.
Well, hold on a minute. That fucking happened, and it happened to Steve Jobs. It's 100% what happened to Steve Jobs. In fact, Steve Jobs, you can all look it up right now. Go Wikipedia Steve Jobs and read about
Oh,
his
you're
cancer.
telling us to do our research?
Only
Yeah,
8
totally. But
whatever.
you can look it up. There's documentaries on it and stuff. There's his doctors. Some of the doctors that have worked on him are on the record, or there's doctors that are experts in the field. Okay, what it is he has one. What is that sound that's occurring?
Oh, sorry.
He's like he had one of the cancers that is one of the more curable cancers that we have. It's one of the ones that we've had a lot of experience with. We've gotten I can't remember what kind of cancer it was, but it's very isolatable. It's very treatable. Like there's certain cancer, like bladder cancer. Bladder cancer has like a 90-something% success rate in treating. Like, because your bladder, I mean, shit, it's really easy to concentrate drugs on the bladder. You say, here, drink this. And it goes, okay. And it goes straight to your bladder. So what they do is they give you drugs that help the chemo target the bladder because they give you drugs that get saturated in your urine and they sit in your bladder. Well, your bladder gets saturated with the drugs. And so it's really, really useful. But anyway, so I digress. He had a cancer that that there are many doctors that have gone on the record have said, like, yes, can they absolutely for certain say that he would have survived? Of course not, because every human is different and cancer can sometimes surprise people. However, they believe, a lot of the experts in that field of cancer believe that had he gone and sought proper treatment when he first got diagnosed, he would be alive today. And what happened is he believed in holistics. He believed in a lot of these things, and I'm not sure how far he went with his holistic journey, but he was not seeking traditional medicine to treat his cancer. Let's put it that way. And in the end, by the time he realized that he was losing, he began doing aggressive treatments towards the end, but it was too late. The cancer had started moving throughout his body, metastasizing, because of course it just had free reign while he was doing his holistic bullshit, which I'm all for. People want to eat organic or follow holistics to a degree, but it's crazy. We invented these drugs not because we felt like putting poisons in our bodies, but because people around us were dying. And it's so ridiculous to sit back and say, oh, fuck, the Incans knew what they were doing. Oh, I'm sure they did. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Incans knew. Yeah, okay. You fucking live like that.
Things.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, it's like the flat earthers looking at a goddamn tapestry and being like, oh, the Mayans showed that the earth was flat. The Mayans didn't know what the fuck was going on. They looked up in the sky just like anybody before them and went, I don't know. I mean, shit's fucking moving. Like, they don't know anything.
Actually, the Mayans, the Aztecs, and the Incans didn't know the Earth was round. In fact, one of their creation
they had
stories
some pictures of flat Earth, though.
Yeah, but
they do have pictures of flat Earth.
Yeah, but at least the Aztecs that I'm concerned about, because I studied.
No, you're right. They were very advanced when it came to that kind of stuff. In fact, kind of beyond their years almost. But yeah,
comes to like holistic stuff. If you want to eat, organic food and do natural treatments, that's fine. But it's for minor things. Yeah. Minor. You don't like cancer, using fucking holistic treatments.
Oh my god, yeah, it's crazy.
The only holistic thing that I like is Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
There was a case. So there was a case. You can look it up. It's Alberta. It's a pretty famous case in Canada. They're still in jail, or maybe they're just getting out. But they had, I don't know how old their little boy was. I think it's like a 5-year-old little boy or something like that, or 6 or something. And either way, he was getting sick. He came up with a fever. He was getting ill. It's in Calgary, just south of Calgary. They believed in holistics, and they took him to their holistic nurse that they believed in, and she was, saying, oh, you give him an ointment of this and that, and they brought him back, and he's gotten a little sicker, and she's like, okay, you do this, and put him in a warm bath, and rub this lotion on his back, whatever the holistics were. Clearly, they were not working. And they brought her back multiple times, and finally, it got to the point where even this nurse, because they were insisting, like, we need to, they kept going back to her, like, he's getting sick now. And even this nurse was like this holistic, quote unquote, nurse, whatever the hell that means. She basically said to them, like, he's very sick. You need to take him to the hospital. He needs to see a doctor, like a real fucking doctor now, because he's gotten very sick. And he stopped breathing in the back of their vehicle. And where were they going? They were not. They left her place, and this is like a day later, and they were not driving to the hospital. They were driving to another holistic nurse's place to get some sort of fucking press. some sort of poultice or press or some sort of fucking thing. Whatever, you can look it up. The details will be online, but suffice to say, it is enough to make you want to punch fucking windows out. And of course you can hear the 911 call. It's available like anything because they were charged. They were charged and found guilty of neglect, bleeding to death, because they did not provide the necessities of life to this child. Essentially, is the idea. So he stops breathing in the back of the car because he's getting sicker and sicker and sicker, and he's got a fever. And of course, there's the 911 call. And you can hear him in the back, or I don't know if it's the wife in the back or the husband, but you can hear them yelling back and forth. And he's like, he's not breathing. And of course, this is the sound. You're hearing the call of their child dying in the vehicle. It's horrid.
That's awful.
And you know what he died of? Fucking viral meningitis. And there is not a press or a tourniquet or a fucking holistic water drop that will help you with viral meningitis. You need to be in a hospital receiving fluids and antivirals and all kinds of shit to try to give that child even a fucking chance of living. Because the only other time, like in my life, I've ever seen, or not even mine, my dad had a partner. He's a police officer, and he had he's retired these days, but he had a partner, and his partner had one child, but they actually had two children originally. And when he was like 7 or 8 years old, this is how viral meningitis can take a child. He came home. This is these fucking people that don't believe in vaccinations. This is what pisses me off, because this shit still happens.
Yeah.
They come home from baseball, and he's not feeling too hot, and they figured, he's just getting a little sick. So, hey, why don't we put you down to bed early? They put him down to bed early. Well, he never fucking woke up again.
Oh my God.
The next day they can't, he's breathing, but they can't get him to wake up. You take him to the hospital. He's brain dead. He got viral meningitis and his brain swelled, and the story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's bullshit. Like, you imagine, and of course they would have taken him to a hospital, but then to see this other example of a child, like, they didn't have a chance. They would have loved to have given their child a chance. But then you have these other people where the child struggled for days. I mean, that child probably would have lived, because other children don't struggle for days. They die overnight. That kid struggled for days, which means he probably was doing really okay at the beginning if they had just gotten proper support. Because you guys know with virus, you can give them antivirals, which help, because those are modern drugs, which we thankfully actually have, and they can help reduce the viral load. But you're on your own. They just give you support. They give you the fluids. They keep you warm. They give you whatever you need, and then you have to be you. You have to be strong. And that's the shitty part about viruses.
What really upsets me about the parent who actually had the child with viral meningitis and kept them around for the 3-4 days, everywhere they went,
time period it was way too long.
They were spreading that virus as well.
God.
Do you actually spread viral meningitis like that, though? Is that actually a contagious thing?
Viral meningitis is where you actually have the tear inside of the brain lining.
Okay.
And some viruses can actually mutate to go through that lining.
It is rare, though. I think the viral meningitis tends to be just something that you tend to pick up out of the dirt.
It's incredibly rare, but it is something that can still happen.
I just looked it up. Is a person with viral meningitis contagious? Enteroviruses, which cause most cases of viral meningitis, are contagious. Fortunately, most people exposed to these viruses experience mild or no symptoms.
So so you actually get exposed to the meningitis virus, and you just don't typically get sick, but some people do.
That's the brain lining that I was talking about. Yeah. You had a stronger brain lining that prevented most of it from actually getting through, but if you do end up with like a small tear, or if you just have a thinner area due to stress or something,
or an example of him wasting away,
even harder.
So he could have been an example of where his body was resisting it okay, but of course, eventually the virus, if you don't give him support, he loses.
But that's it. The child was, for those 3 to 4 days, spreading that everywhere they went with the parent. And now the parent has that meningitis as well, because just interacting with the child on that level of closeness, you're going to get that virus.
See, and we don't think of children the way that we should, because I've even seen cases where people with a child, actually, it was the worst thing I ever read. They died from herpes because the person gave them a kiss and they had an active cold sore on their fucking face. And it's rare, but this child, this infant, it was like a 6-month-old. I guess it had a genetic disposition where it did not do well against the herpes virus. And they said that this is actually a known thing, that young children, their immune systems, of course, they're still getting mommy's milk, or they're supposed, whatever, whether you breastfeed or not, I'm not getting into that. But they're supposed to be getting immune cells and building their immune system up, and they're not at full strength yet. And apparently something to us that's as simple as a little cold sore, which, you know, a lot of people have the virus, whether or not they get the cold sores, but you spread it if it's active, right? So I guess she gave her, you know, kiss goodbye. And then all of a sudden a week later, this child started breaking out like it was almost like flesh-eating disease. It was like absorbing her fucking face. And they started going to the hospital, and it turned out to just be herpes, but it killed the child. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
like the shit we don't think about. You just don't think about that you wouldn't think about that. A little cold sore. I mean, yeah, it's contagious, but I mean, I guess I don't have cold sores, so I don't really know. You're not supposed to kiss people if you got a cold sore. Am I not correct?
That's weird. I almost died twice to pneumonia. If my parents hadn't called it like really early on and taken me to the hospital, I probably would have died twice in my life. That's just from pneumonia alone.
I would have walked into a plane propeller. My life's been a little different.
Amazing. Well,
my
guys,
hat blew off. My fucking hat blew off. I was going for that thing.
Yeah, well, everyone, this has been a really good show. Brady, come back anytime you want.
Thanks
It's
for letting me
always a
annoy
joy
your
having.
with left and right every step of the way.
It's okay, and I'll show you the. We'll have to show you the inflatable boob thing after we're done.
There we go.
Yeah.
And yeah, tell your friends, let them subscribe if they want to, and make sure to subscribe to Brainy Beaver streams. He does really good work and has hilarious.
I've been tired the last few weeks, but yeah, I'm getting.
He has hilarious stuff going. So you guys should
No, just
definitely
make
check
sure
him out.
that when you're visiting Brainy Beaver on his streams, if he starts saying that he's going to start wrapping it up, you got it like
About
an
an hour.
hour or so.
Yeah, you got 45 minutes.
We have about another
I just picked up today because we finally got stores open since first time since November. So I picked up 2 black wigs, and I have a can of Gorilla Glue spray right here.
No,
as well as I have
really?
as well as I have a fake fucking axe.
No.
Why not? It sounds like a lot of fun. So the first thing I need to do, step one, set the first wig up on some sort of mannequin heads, because I'm gonna have to Gorilla Glue this bitch. So then I'm gonna Gorilla Glue it with latex gloves. I'm gonna orient the hair in some really fucked up manner, and then I've got the second wig that's the same wig but not Gorilla Glued. And then of course I don't have a lot of hair these days, if you guys didn't notice.
Yeah.
So, we've got the whole trifecta there. We've got the
don't worry,
hair
Pacific, you
before
let
the
us
glue,
know.
the hair after the glue, and then the head after we had to take the hair off because of the glue. So I embody all 3 steps here. So this has to at the very least be a short, but I think I'm going to, because I've got an idea for a whole bunch of things. What do you guys think? Do you think your feet are cold? Do you think spray foam socks are a good idea? You think that would be something we could fucking do too? Spray foam socks? Listen, anybody who's ever got spray foam on their hands knows that glue, you pretty much have to shed skin to get it off.
No.
I'm not going to use spray foam, but I'm going to use whipped cream to expand the sauce.
I gotta dip out, but it's been a great show. Thank you for coming around, Beaver. It's always fun having you.
Thank you so much, Fish.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and
outro.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap up now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and press the outro. So okay, bye.